This episode of Krawlstars is brought to you by Globex Performance and Linex Total Truck Center in association with S-Pod, Revolution Gear and Axle, Dakota Customs, Colby Valve, Outer Limit Supply, and Geekworks. Thursday, day 4 of JPTrex Chattanooga, and something is very different. When did you shave your head?
Last night, actually. I was going to do it this morning. We were at Cracker Barrel till like 3:30 in the morning.
And you were giving me crap about it.
And I was like, we came in the hotel room. We got it at 65 degrees, 24/7. No sunlight coming in. And we come in and it's always like 76. And it has to all of a sudden bust its. And then we wake up with pneumonia in the morning because it decides to work right when you're getting like your REM sleep and you're ready to like really just saw on it, you know what I mean? And so both me and Joe were like,
when did you shave? Last night or this morning?
Yeah, last night. I just was like, screw it. It's coming off now. Because it immediately was 30 degrees cooler for me because I was like getting rid of this freaking.
The short and curlies are gone.
And now I look like a cue ball instead of a hairy armadillo. So. Day 1 on the trails, which is day 3 of the event, early well. We had a lot of carnage, a little bit more than we expected. I think we had everything from control arm bracket control arm bracket all the way to alternator issues. We had some body damage. We had a battery that tipped over in the battery tray and killed another alternator. So we're definitely challenging ourselves this year with logistics and running back and forth and making sure everybody's taken care of and repairs are done. But so day 2 on the trails, everybody's swapping the trails, and hopefully everybody's gotten their repairs done. That's one of the reasons why we get off the trails early, is to make sure that we have time to make these repairs and run for parts and do whatever we need to do so we can get back on the trail the next day. So as far as I know, there's only one person that is not at all repaired, and then we have Justin Beeman behind me finishing up some repairs on his, and so we should be good for the day. So look forward to another great day of wheeling.
Hey! Did you just fart?
I did.
Adventure Off-Road Park is 500 acres of land located in the mountains of south central Tennessee. The park offers a wide variety of difficulty levels for any off-road vehicle. If you remember the lines the other group took on this same obstacle, they went up the middle or driver's side and used a lot of throttle. As you can see here, the other end of that spectrum is technique and throttle control. When wheeling with groups, the first few rigs are usually the test dummies. Typically, the first few rigs take different lines. The rigs behind them can then see what worked and what didn't work. I call this the ant trail method. On this day, the trail was drier than the previous day. That means less mud. That means bigger lines. group went back to the AOP parking lot for some lunch, and then they got back to business. It was a pretty successful day for this group. No major issues and no breaks. That's always a good feeling. To the victors go the spoils. A hot shower and a cold adult beverage awaits. Next time on Krawlstars.
So, weather update. It started raining out here at Commoners Cove, and we're getting a little wet.